Thanks for inviting me over, Shelly. How are you liking the new neighborhood?
We are loving it. We are still unpacking and just trying to get settled, but we love it. I feel like there are so many kids on this block for Henry to play with.
I know it's so great. Our kids are the same age, which makes it so much fun.
Yes, in fact, I wanted to talk to you because Henry would love for Lance to come over. I don't know, maybe tomorrow afternoon, would it work for him to come to our house for a play date?
Oh, yes, definitely. He would love that. He really
Awesome.
likes Henry. Since we haven't had a play date before, I was wondering if we could talk about how that play date might go.
What do you mean?
Barry and I just finished this workshop called Parenting Safe Children, and it was about keeping kids safe. In fact, the focus is on keeping our kids safe from sexual abuse in schools and camps and sports, and they even talked about play dates.
Whoa, okay, that sounds scary and a little intense.
I know, it takes the scary right out of it. They taught us some simple steps to talk about our kids and keeping them safe when they go on play dates.
Huh, okay, so are you worried about Lance's safety in my house?
No, not at all. I promise it's not personal at all.
Okay.
But it's the same thing that if someone had an allergy and they would come to our home, we would want to know what the allergy was. If the kids are riding bikes, that they would wear their helmets. If, you're going for a ride somewhere, that if you have my little guy with you, that you have a car seat. So Barry and I decided that even though these conversations are really strange and awkward, that we're going to have them with anybody that Lance spends time with.
Okay, so more about maybe matching expectations? Is that what?
Exactly.
Okay,
We're going to
tell me
match our
more.
expectations from our home to your home, if you don't mind, about body safety.
Okay.
For instance, if the boys are riding bikes, one of my expectations would be that Lance would wear his bike helmet. And if you guys are going on a car ride, that you remind Lance to wear his seatbelt. And we'll do the same for Henry when he comes over to our house.
Okay.
And so, if it's okay, I also want Lance to feel comfortable and that you know that he's the boss of his body.
Huh, Lance is the boss of his body. Do you mean like he doesn't have to listen to you?
He wishes that would be what it means. But actually, what it means is that he is the boss of his body, that no one touches or looks at his private parts,
Oh.
and he doesn't touch or look at anybody else's private parts. And that if he doesn't want to give someone a hug, he doesn't have to. And if someone's tickling him and he wants them to stop, he says stop. Basically, his no means no.
Interesting.
I know, it was really strange going to this workshop because I thought it was a little strange at first, but they really talked to us about some simple steps and again, matching our expectations at home. Like, when kids these days, they have phones so early in their lives.
tell me about it.
Yeah, it's really early.
Yeah.
And we don't want anybody taking pictures of Lance's private parts, and he can't take pictures of someone else's private parts.
Wow.
Things like that.
Okay. So some of the stuff I have not even thought about, and some of what you're talking about, I have thought about, but I wouldn't have even known how to have a conversation with another mom.
I know, going to this Parenting Safe Children's workshop really, really helped me because I would have no idea. In fact, I didn't even think of any of these things before I went. And it would help me think of things like having no secrets at our home. So you might hear Lance tell Henry that he will not keep a secret for him.
Okay, so keeping secrets, that's another thing that I haven't talked to Henry about that.
I know. Do you think you would want to?
Yeah, for sure.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Another thing is that if the kids come over to our house, what would you like me to know about Henry?
Oh, do you mean like any rules or any guidelines that I might have just
Yeah.
for my peace of mind and
Yeah.
to keep him safe? Oh, okay.
Something you feel comfortable with.
Oh, I might have to think about that. Off the cuff, I think the biggest thing is I just want to make sure that you're there and you have a presence and that you're supervising Henry and Lance whenever he's at your house. Do you think that would be okay?
Oh, definitely. I promise.
Okay.
We will always supervise. In fact, in our homes, we keep all the doors open when kids are playing. And also, we have a rule because, kids are so naturally curious that they sometimes want to play doctor or something.
Yeah.
So we have a rule that all kids have to keep their clothes on to play.
Wow, something else that I just haven't thought about.
I know there's lots of these things that I never thought about. And one of the things is that the wording and Boss of Your Body and No Secrets, that really just helped me so much understand some of these things.
Yes, for sure. You have so much courage to even have this conversation with me.
Oh, thanks so much. Because I always get nervous, and thank you for letting me practice my spiel on you. Because
Sure.
I don't want you to think I'm crazy or over the top. Because we just met, and these things are really important for our home and to match expectations with other people, and to keep our kids safe.
Absolutely. I don't feel like you're crazy at all. Like I said, I feel like you are super brave to have this conversation with me.
Oh, thanks. You know what? I have this card actually that I just got at that workshop,
Okay.
and it has all the body safety rules on it,
Uh-huh.
and it helps me get these conversations off the ground. So I want you to have it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I would love to share this with my husband. And gosh, it sounds like I need to check into the Parenting Safe Children workshop as well. Thank you.